Howdy folks, I just realized I was sitting here wearing my Kennedy Space Center shirt, NASA. One of our readers, viewers, he contacted me, and I thank you for the question. Y'all just keep them coming, we'll try to address them as best we can. But he asked me, he says, he's one of these people that's all enamored by the pyramids and all the superior technology and research and things and the ancient civilization of superior technologies that have passed away. Well, if you will look at the Great Pyramid, we have to understand that leading to the point where we put our research out, no one knew how they were built. Apparently, we lost technology. We forgot how to move rocks. We don't do it anymore. And for some reason, we're enamored by people who why would they abandon perfectly good technology? Well, we do. Think about it. The old cars had a generator that they used a crank to get the car started. We no longer do that. What happened? Did we lose our intellect? Did we lose our technology? Did we lose our minds? No. We actually went to a battery system so that the battery turns a motor that does that for us. Meanwhile, we've now become dependent. If you try to sell a car with a crank, you might not be able to sell it. Not that it's a bad technology. It may actually be superior technology because you don't need a battery. And if you don't have a battery, you don't need an alternator because the alternator charges up the battery. So what happens is, by choice, we've abandoned perfectly good technology because we thought we had something better. Occasionally, this leads us off on a path. And here's an example. I mean, you don't have to buy into it. You just have to think a little. We're no longer taught to think. People do our thinking for us, and we have become retarded in the process. That is what happened to the ancient people. Very recently, I met with some university students where I was going to have some university students help me to do some proofreading of some of the text. But I needed people with, the ability and possession of analytic thought to go from step 1, 2, 3. What I try to do is take complicated things and use simple science to go step 1, 2, 3. But what I found was, in a group of 19-year-old college students, young men, I could not find a single one who knew how to change the tire on a car. Honest engine. When I asked them, when they taught me what kind of great value they could bring to my project, and I said, I found out they were stupid. I asked them, I said, how many of you know how to change a tire? Have used a wrench to take a tire off and put it on? Not a single one. I asked them, how many of you know how? Not a single one. Therefore, if I told you how to do something in a book and you had no experience, you're retarded. You don't know if I'm telling the truth or not. That is a problem I see in past research. We have sent the wrong people out to bring us back information. They have fabricated lies and deception, mythology, modern mythology, urban myth, urban legend. We see Mythbusters today. We have a show that's fabulously famous because what they do is challenge urban myth, lies and deception that have become common practice in culture. And they're famous doing it because there's that much. They can do show after show after show. They've been on the air for years. It's now televised around the world. We're not as smart as we once were. And the fact that college sophomores do not know how to change a tire helps to indicate that. So, my friend, in response to your question, intelligence does not always operate in a progressive manner. The Roman Empire was far more spectacular than the Dark Ages, which came later. What happened? Mental retardation through affluence. We have it today. In the last presidential debate we saw in 2008 between Barack Obama and John McCain, It was stated in that interview that the American people spend more money per capita on education than any of the major nations in the world, yet lag in performance. We are not getting smarter. We are falling behind our ancestors the same. As the ancient Egyptians did, the same as the ancient Romans did. Societies throughout time peak in intellect, artistic ability, and they take on views that destroy the fabric of their society, which is exactly what we see taking place today. Go to SolomonSeries.com. We'll show you how to reassemble your thought process, how to get this train back on the tracks and start teaching and learning as we're supposed to, so we can increase our intellectual ability rather than decrease it.